My name is Mike Benjamin. I was raised in Oak Park, and my association, I was the Oak Park Little League. I was a park and rec. I did a lot in Oak Park. Being in Oak Park and being I guess a pillar of Oak Park, I went to American Legion in 1960. I went to Stanford Junior High, which I was the last class to graduate from there before it was burnt down. Went to Sac City, went to Sac State, and got a degree in theater. Went back to Sac City, and then I opened up the Sacramento Repertory Theater. So all that was accomplished through Oak Park. And our sister and I went to college and got our degrees of sort. But the main thing is I came back to the community because I want to see the young people grow and become something. I worked in Little League for about 30 years with Mr. Crump, trying to make it right for the kids. So when the kids saw me or saw Mr. Crump or saw Mr. Bullard, whomever, they was able to respect us in a certain way. In Oak Park, we had all these stores that was eventually moved to Fruit Ridge and Stockton Boulevard from Oak Park. California Pearl, Ben Franklin, the Shoe Emporium, the bank. We had Joe's Style Shop. We had the Momo Club. We had Parks and Rec, believe it or not, was on 5th Avenue and 35th. There was a malt shop, movie theater called California Movie Theater, which was where blacks went. And then down the street, you had the Gill Theater, which were all the whites went to. And then you had Stein, which was like a hole in the wall. And then you had Shanghai Chop Suey restaurant. And I ate out of that, and I'm still here. We had Thompson Funeral Home. That was a black businesses. And then you had Lawson's Shoe Shop, which was on 4th Avenue and 35th. And it was black owned by Melissa Brown. And you had the Crocker Bank, which I had my first banking account. So the Oak Park had a lot to offer, especially to young people at the time. And you had people who had lived there for a long time, be it the Crumps, be it the Blackwells, be it the Miracles, be it the Greens and the Joneses. So there was a lot of blacks that were in Oak Park back in the 60s when I came up. And Jimmy Long, God bless his soul. There was a lot of talented professional people who came out of Oak Park and went on to become prominent in society. And I used to tell my students when I used to teach, yes, I was raised in Oak Park, but at the same time, it was all about the knowledge. It was all about the knowledge. It didn't matter where you lived. My mother, who all went to college, Sac State, and we all graduated from Sac State, but we lived in Oak Park. I didn't have to live in Land Park or East Sac to go to college. I defended Oak Park to this day. So that's what, Mike and all my children were raised in Oak Park. They went to college. They did what they had to do. That's why I think that Oak Park has so much potential. The mayor himself was raised in Oak Park. I watched him when he was a kid. So his mother was one of the best athletes I ever seen. Georgia was one of the best athletes I ever seen. Well, that's why I think that Oak Park is probably one of the best communities ever. We just got to get the new generation back in fold.